You are good to go.
Okay. Good morning. It is 9:31, March 9th, 2026. Let's call the meeting to order and stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's start with roll call. Rod.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Scott's here on Zoom. Josh.
Here.
Lauren.
Here.
Edlund is here. If you guys will please look over the agenda. I'll be looking for a motion to approve. Motion by Josh to approve the agenda. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
Second by Rod. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Barring none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Good. Floor open for public comment. Is there anybody here for that? I don't see anybody. Since there is nobody here, we'll move on to the minutes. Please review the minutes, and I'll be looking for a motion to approve the minutes.
Make the motion to approve the minutes.
Motion by Josh. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Scott. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Bar none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Let's move on to the bills. Sam, fill us in on the bills, please.
In the bills, we do have one that is for the North Dakota Department of Transportation, that will need your signature, yours and mine, Steph, to if we pay that one. And then we also do have one for Brian Pfeiffer for $94.25. This is travel, and I just kind of wanted to give you a little background of what this was for. When we uploaded the W-2s from last year, it didn't get, something got messed up or whatever. So we are working at it in-house. Brian went on his own to go to Jamestown to get his figured out, and he is requesting mileage for that. So that's up to you if you would like to pay that. We are working on it in-house. It's going to be taken care of. We're taking care of it for everybody. So
Was there a timeline on why we had to have it fixed? I mean,
something didn't get uploaded into the Social Security thing or whatever for the whole W-2. So everybody's was like that. So we're getting that done like as we speak. Emily's working on that. So
The error is on the state side, not Sam's side. So Sam uploaded W-9 with all the W-2s attached, and they failed to do it properly. So instead of
it's not an in-house problem.
it's not an in-house problem, but she's fixing it in-house. So she didn't know she needed to fix it until somebody brought it to her attention. But by the time it brought to you, he already went to, instead of coming to you, he went.
we had a call into this, into them at this point or whatever. We were kind of waiting for a call back. So then we reached out again, and yep.
IRS is hard to get a hold of.
We are working on it, and so it'll be taken care of for everybody, but he went and did his
Did
own.
you change the deal? So,
Yes.
oh,
Look at that, huh?
yeah, well, then I can read it. Did
Other-
we get reimbursed from McHenry, or we just pay that, or their ambulance?
That's just tax funds.
Oh.
Yep.
That goes to the McHenry anyhow.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that should be all. If you have any other questions, I can answer as well.
Okay, any other questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills that are presented.
Do you want that?
Including, yeah, including Brian's in there. Get that one in there too. So, okay.
Do you, Scott, do you want Ryan's in there when
Yeah.
when everybody's is?
Well, that's what I want to do. So,
Okay.
Okay, can I get a second on that?
I'll second it.
Okay, any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Bar none. We'll do a roll call. Rod, Scott,
Yep.
Josh,
Aye.
Lauren,
Yes.
Edlin votes nay. Okay,
Motion carried.
motion carried.
Absolutely. Yes, please.
Okay, office monthly reports, take a moment just to review them. We don't need a motion. I'll just give a couple minutes to take a look at all of them.
And I'm working on getting you guys the expense and revenue reports again. There was some setting up of different accountants or whatever, and things weren't going into the right account. And so I just don't want to present anything to you that we're not 100% knowing that it's correct. So I'm getting that for you as well. Did you sign that sheet?
Oh, I can. Okay, now that we're done with that, should we move on to bringing Mr. Wayne up? And let's wheel a second chair over. So again, that there's a wheelchair now. You want, gentlemen?
Thank you.
Guess, was there a spot for that photo stuff later on? Or is that what you want us?
It's all in one. Yep, it's all right now.
Okay. Didn't know if Jamie was gonna be around or not.
Oh, the Garrison is coming on in like at like
What
10,
time do you want, Garrison?
at 10:20,
At
Oh,
10,
okay.
at 10:20?
but we'll be early.
Okay,
But
because Kip's just asking me, so.
tell Kip we have probably we'll be ready for him in about, how far out is he?
He's in the parking lot on call.
Oh, tell him he can come in now because I think we don't have, unless you guys want to wait and you want to go to Kelly first, but
I'll
Maybe
just-
wanna
I'll
have
just-
Jamie for.
Yeah, we
that
should have
stuff.
Jamie here, I think.
He's been-
Okay, then we'll go on to a different one.
okay, we can move on to Kelly if you want to zip Kelly over first. Absolutely. Is- Do you want to do the employee manual while we're waiting for Kelly, or are you ready for?
Yeah.
Okay,
The employee manual, we met as with all the employees, and it didn't seem like anybody really wanted to switch anything with the employee manual this year. They did ask me to look into a different dental plan, and just different things like that, but nothing as far as the employee manual is concerned. So I just need you, thank you so much. I just need, you guys to approve that employee manual for the year. Unless you guys have any changes that you would like to see.
you guys have any discussion on the employee manual?
What all does the employee manual cover?
Is it uploaded on
I
haven't seen
OneDrive
it.
so you can look at it? Do you guys want to also review it?
I wouldn't mind looking at it, to be honest with you.
Okay, you got it. I can. Do you want to look at it right now or just review it and table it for the next?
Can we do that? Can we table it?
Absolutely, you can.
Then take a look at it?
Yep.
I think it should be in
I think
there.
it's on OneDrive. I think you already uploaded it.
I think it's in your shared drive there. Employee manual is in there.
They're probably okay. I'm just looking at some stuff from Jamie.
But yeah, we can table it and you guys can
Okay,
have some time to look at it and that would be
all right, thank you.
absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Old courthouse, new courthouse? Nothing? Okay,
I think let's keep on the agenda for the old courthouse. We talked last fall about taking out, take all the chairs and stuff. I think we
No,
should keep
Amy's
that
here. Just
done,
gonna message
get
you.
something done with it, the villages.
want to grab that down over there? We'll stick the two boys over here and Lori wants in too. We got lots of people to stick around the end here. Maybe we'll pull another chair over there too in the end. Sorry, we got a lot of people to work around the table. Is Kelly coming?
I messaged her.
I interrupted you. I'm so sorry, Rod. What were you saying?
No, that's fine. I was just saying on the old courthouse, new courthouse, spring is coming and I think we should definitely work on the plans of doing something with all that.
Yes.
Getting the chairs and stuff. There's some nice chairs in there. Getting them taken out and sold or whatever we can do with them. Cause they're just,
Keep getting mold and everything.
yeah, we just, let's, the air conditioning, we talked about that last fall. Anything we can take out of the building.
They said they were gonna send Brian over to get the one for the movie theater for the movie theater. The
Yeah.
rest of them, yeah, that probably wouldn't hurt. Suck them all out
Let's
and,
start emptying it out what we can.
yeah.
Okay, I will follow up with Lorna since we got approved for the, our updated of the our National Registry for the Historical Society. Since we got approved through that, I'll follow up with her to see on that checklist to see where we are for approval in case we do,
Yep.
have we checked all the items off our list? If in the future we would like to take the courthouse down.
So I will caution you guys, 3% increase. I don't think that we'll ever be able to have the money to put that courthouse down unless we get a bunch of money for grants.
Okay, Kelly.
Sam, did you have it in the packet?
I do,
Okay, okay, I made that, so it's sure.
I think, that letter, right?
Yep,
Yes.
we have
yep,
it.
And the only other thing that I have here is the note letter for you to sign. This is just something that we do every couple years. Those are the two options and the county has always opted to request the funding from the state for that, so. My FTEs went up, I think 4 points. So, other than that, everything else on there is the same as it was before. No change. So that'll increase the funding amount to the county.
Do we need a motion on to accept this or is this just information to us?
Nope, you'll need a motion.
Okay,
Make that motion.
motion by Josh to, what are the words I'm looking for?
Enter into an contract with the
Yep.
state for clerk of court services.
Funding agreement.
Okay. Motion from Josh to enter into a contract agreement to receive funding from the state for clerk of court, okay, for clerk of court services.
We receive money.
Yes.
Oh,
We, like she said, we went up points, so we received more money.
Yep, there'll be an increase on the funding to the county.
Perfect. I'm looking for a second.
I'll take that.
Second by Rod. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? Bar none. Do you do roll call? No, roll call vote. Okay, Rod,
Aye.
Scott,
Aye.
Josh, Lauren,
aye.
Stephanie votes aye. Motion carried.
I'll go ahead and get this sent off. Once they receive this, then they will they just need to be notified by April 1st that the county wants to go into a funding agreement. And then they will send out the revised contract after that. And then you guys can review that then.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, thank you.
All right, everybody gather on the table. If you want to bring in
I do want to bring in that.
Kip and Scott. So,
Want to just do these two first?
yep,
They
we-
said they had quite a bit to talk, but I don't know.
yeah, you guys go around the end.
Road agreement, but sure Wayne must have stuff too then.
Yep, we'll bring everybody on in.
I guess while we're waiting for them to come in, we did other stuff for the road and 911.
Is there two more people? So let's pull up two more chairs. I will
Yeah.
fly down and
Sorry.
bring a chair here.
We got room on this side too. You
We
wanna
can put one on one side and one on the
Yeah.
other.
pass it over?
Perfect.
Did the boys want to sit apart?
That's why it's not so cramped on one side. Give these guys a little bit more room.
There we go.
Yeah, so nothing new for the bridge project. It's June 1st start date. We're working on one on the Cheyenne River in Nelson County right now, same contractor.
Paul did send an update for the prairie dog.
Oh.
Prairie dog funds.
Yeah, it looks like those are gonna fill in the first quarter of 27, I think.
So they're kind of down. Are they behind or?
Yeah, I think with the.
If we got changed in position of collection.
There probably will be a little change.
Yeah,
Oil price keeps on going up, I would guess.
I would think that they'll catch up pretty
Mm.
quick if that happens,
Yeah.
if that continues. And we're still waiting to hear back from the state, probably in April and May, we'll hear on the safety funds, the HSIP funds. I think we applied for a special road fund too, for the part.
Did, but
I don't remember if we got that one back.
I was on.
For what?
The special road fund for the Route 22 indirect total.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
We applied for that again this year also. I don't hear back. Well,
I think that one got turned.
Okay.
Unless there was.
the flex ones did get turned down.
Flex one did.
about County Road 8.
That's the safety project we put in for.
Yeah,
We won't
We haven't
hear,
heard back.
that's usually April or May when the state.
don't they, I didn't mean to, don't they have a time when they do that, or they just, with the state, I mean, don't they have a date?
Not, it's just sometime in the spring.
Hey.
Usually it's the last couple of years, it's been April-ish.
Never mind. You would think they'd have a time when they decide things like that, but,
Well, it's probably a process on their end, sorting everything out, going through. all
oh, I
everybody.
worked for the highway department
So-
long enough, but they must know what they're doing, I would think.
It was June 23rd last year is when we heard.
That sounds, at least there's a date then.
Yeah, so that's, I didn't realize it was that far. It'd take that long.
Hi. Morning. All right.
Are we ready for them?
I think so.
You boys want to, we had two open chairs for you over here. If you guys
Sure,
would
and
be so
there.
kind to sit down. I'm sorry, we're
Sure.
splitting you up,
Yep.
but.
No problem.
Is that divide and conquer?
Yes.
That's right.
Ah,
Sorry.
I'm okay here.
Lord, we got more chairs.
Yeah.
They're good wheelie chairs too.
I'll just.
Brand new.
Thank you.
So I guess I'll start out, we sent the haul road agreement off to Garrison and, I guess sent it to Lori and Kip, I believe, took a look at it to whoever else there. They made a couple changes, which most of them I am fine with, but I think that you guys need to take a look at a couple of them. I emailed you guys, the haul road agreement with the strike throughs. So one of the things that's notable under blading for cost, they changed it from $250 to $400 per mile. So I think you guys need to take a look at that. And Wayne probably needs to comment on that a little bit. There's some other changes that really don't make a whole lot of difference in my opinion. There is one where we talked about the $5 million surety bond. Kip's change was Garrison is a political subdivision within the state of North Dakota, like Griggs County. Each construction company hired by Garrison is required to provide a performance bond and payment bond for 100% of the contract amount of the associated construction projects. Bonds are issued by a bonding company, which guarantees the construction project, including haul road maintenance and repair, will be completed in accordance with the project drawings and specifications. Payments not made to the final payments not made to the construction company until the engineer certifies work, including haul road restoration, is complete. I think that's so closed it. I think that's probably satisfactory, but I'll let Wayne or whoever wants to comment on that. There are a couple of things that I have concerns about. One of them is a question, I guess, for Kip. Under the general agreement to road use under subsection B, you agreed to enlist a third-party consultant. Do you have a consultant? I guess the county's plan to use KLJ. They have the knowledge of our roads and have been our engineer for, I don't know, for as long as I've been state's attorney, I guess. And I believe that they did come up with a plan for doing what they need to do. So I guess I let Wayne and the commissioners and Kip take that. I just wanted to let you guys know that's an area that we need to discuss. To get some input from everybody, I guess.
You want me to start?
Yeah, go
On that
ahead.
one? Okay, as part of the construction contract, so when we hire, for instance, we have already hired Karstensen Contracting out of South Dakota to put pipeline in Griggs County. And so they have 3 contracts, 6B and C, which is roughly 16 miles, and then 7A is another 7 miles. And I don't know how much of that is in Griggs County, but most of that's in Griggs County. So as part of the contract documents, the Garrison Diversion and Karstensen signs, as part of that contract, they have to do these inspections, road inspections, pre-construction. So they videotape them. I think did I see somewhere in there we're quarter mile. We don't do quarter mile. I think we're kind of flexible.
Measuring the width.
Yeah. But we do very similar things. And so that's already paid for through the construction contract. And all I'm suggesting or asking, can we use that avenue rather than pay another company to do it again? So we're doing it twice. That's what I guess.
How often do you measure the width?
I think we'd be pretty open to what you would want to do. And
Less than that, or?
I think if you would want to do it more or less,
'Cause
We'll do whatever you
can
wanna do.
change a lot in a eighth of a mile as far as that goes, but.
yeah. And I think we would actually, if it's acceptable, we'd like you to go with.
Yeah.
Or you can send KLJ with on the first day or whatever, but rather than doing it 2 times and spending the money, because I'm sure if you're gonna do it, you're gonna make me pay for it, so.
Yep.
But obviously,
be-
if you're dead set on it, we're gonna agree to whatever you want.
Be GPS coordinates or whatever to mark the
We have,
measurements. So you can.
we can do it many different ways, but we have.
I guess our biggest concern has been because it seems like that's been the concern in Foster County as the roads have gotten wider and the shoulders have changed on the roads.
Well, they've shrunk too.
So that's the biggest concern I think that we have. So we want to make sure that that's documented. So that's up to where it was before. I guess what other concerns do you have, Wayne?
I don't know about the bond. I guess that's whatever they've usually be doing, I guess.
But as far as measuring the roads, as far as having an engineer, having someone.
Well, I think it
come take a look at
said, Crown and, where's that?
Under 4B.
Did you read that out loud?
No, I didn't, but I can.
No, or somebody.
Garrison agrees to enlist a third-party consultant to conduct a pre-construction assessment of the county roads to determine their suitability as potential haul road. County representatives will be asked to participate in an assessment. At a minimum, the consultant will conduct the following pre-construction assessment. Video of the existing roads to document pre-construction conditions. Document the gravel depth, document cross slope, document weight restrictions, document pavement conditions, and capture existing pavement distresses or fatigue. If we want to add in there the road bed width, I think that's appropriate.
Mhm. I guess I would suggest if you're gonna do the pre-haul inspection, that you also do the same stuff at post-haul. And to verify that the quantity of gravel is still there. And that, you do it further down in there that you'd restore the roads. But it doesn't necessarily say to bring them back to the pre-haul condition. And I guess as far as if you have that in there, I don't think it matters who does the measuring. If you're measuring if it's the same person measuring both times. Or the same consultants or whatever. I mean, not necessarily the same staff member.
So
I don't think we disagree with you increasing the per. Per
I think you would.
Yeah, and you should probably spell out how many, we usually typically, when we've done it before, it's 3 or 4 per mile.
Or the measurements.
You're talking about.
I was talking about the blading.
Yeah, I knew you're talking about, I
Oh.
think you're talking
Oh,
about
sorry, I was talking about
measurements,
road
yeah.
stuff still.
Gotcha. no.
Well, I'll add that in there. Measurements shall be taken every quarter mile. Or it's up to you. I mean, it's up to you, Wayne, what you want to do, but I can add it and we'll just discuss it with them.
And it wouldn't necessarily have to be at even spacings either, but it does make it a little easier to go back to the same spot, I guess, if you're not using GPS.
Okay.
I don't think every road is exactly the same now either, you know?
Yeah,
No.
there's variation.
So,
And that's why you do 4 and you take the average and
I think I'll just put at least 4 measurements per mile must be taken or shall be taken.
maybe, take it pre and post haul if you want to put it there. Pre-construction assessment. Pre-construction and post-construction assessment.
And all in one rather than having a whole nother.
Yeah, and then maybe not have determine their suitability as a haul road, because you kind of already have those determined as far as which ones you want to use. I would just say conduct a pre-construction and post-construction assessment of county roads used as haul roads, maybe.
Okay. The one concern that, probably the biggest concern that I have is the striking of the off-road trucks not being permitted to use county or township road during the pipeline project. I guess I think that's kind of a non-negotiable, at least that's my opinion. You guys are professionals, I'm just the attorney that can write the contract.
Well, I did see in there that the comments were concerns about what was constituted a haul road truck or off-road truck. We could probably say off-road haul truck or off-road dump truck if you want.
Yeah, articulated truck or articulated dump truck.
Because we definitely don't want those on the road.
Right. I guess if we change that, or would you guys be want to have that in there?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just put off-road articulated dump trucks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we know the excavators and stuff, we're gonna have to drive across the road.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to cross the road. We just don't want them on the, just traveling down the road.
Going up and down.
Yeah, yeah.
Wayne, do you remember when we were over in Foster County and looked and there was a paved road that that you guys, or they set up tires for the excavators across, to on, but they had said that they had never been used, and they had crossed all year without using them. And so I would have to say we should,
We did.
any-
On a paved road, yeah.
We
Remember what
used
road-
mats, didn't we?
Remember
across
what
the
road that
roads?
was? Or where it was at?
Can't remember, it was the one that went to Buchanan.
I think it was Buchanan, yeah, it was, because we went into Buchanan after, so it was on the Buchanan.
Borgelac?
Borgelac, yeah, Borgelac.
But I would just say that we know to be sure that we use mats or tires or something anytime equipment crosses a paver.
Absolutely. I didn't know they didn't use them, but
Yeah, I remember seeing
time
them
I've
being
watched
used
it,
on
yeah.
281.
railroad tracks, anything they're crossing like that, yep.
So, yeah,
Yeah, for our paved road, if it's going to be. If it's going to be milled and overlaid anyway, it's probably not that big a deal, but
Yeah, that's what I was wondering on the, so from the road, from 200 to Sutton, we're gonna use that road. You're allowing us to use that road, I think.
yeah, I think that's the plan. I think that was. What we discussed last time was that you guys were gonna use the whole Sutton Highway or 4 miles of Sutton Highway.
How much pre-inspection do you think is warranted if we're gonna kind of give you a new road? Throwing it out there.
I think it said something about checking the cracks and stuff pre.
But if
you're gonna,
I understand where you're
off
coming
anyway,
from,
but it's
because
only
if
gonna be
they're
that.
gonna mill and overlay, what do you typically do for something like that then, Paul?
Because I haven't run into it before where you've planned to do that kind of type of restoration, but if you're. Or I guess you're planning on running any heavy loads over it that are heavier than. Legal loads, I guess.
No.
I mean, I think if you're doing that, you're probably. At least restoring it to pretty well conditions. We probably should add striping on there, but they'd replace the striping too. I've missed that.
Okay, where's that at?
4G.
what about on that road if the road breaks up? And there has to be repair instead of just an overlay, is there? With the amount of truck traffic on it and the road starts to break up and you end up with big potholes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be up to us to
Okay,
maintain, I would think.
Yep, that's what we do with Foster County.
okay.
Any crack filling or anything, any maintenance you're doing because of us. Okay, wait, I'll put something in there for that too.
And we asked Foster County the same thing. If we're gonna pay for a new road, then let us use it, and beat it up prior to that.
Excuse me.
Okay, I've got a question on the fee schedule. Onto there. Under law enforcement, which includes time of county personnel who perform law enforcement activities related to it. Give me an example of what that pertains to. What is the law?
So I'm gonna
enforcement
add that
activity?
if we need to have law enforcement out there for any traffic control or.
Okay,
Or law enforcement if law enforcement's received complaints. That would be, I guess that was the reason I put that in there.
okay,
Or any extra complaints if law enforcement has to sit out there because there's been complaints or for traffic control. I guess that was the reason for putting that in there.
okay.
Is $50 an hour enough for the county supervision, Wayne?
More than I make.
Huh?
I said it's more than I make.
I don't mean it,
Half.
but it seems doesn't seem like enough to me.
And
That doesn't include mileage or,
give me an example as to when Wayne would be out there. Is it, do you guys often call them out there? Is it just
Mainly probably for the measuring and everything else, or?
Well, you could do for the survey, pre-survey, but also there might be questions of, Wayne, do you think we could add some gravel here? Wayne may come out, hey, I think we need to add some gravel here. I think we need some more blading. Scott and Wayne might be on site, agree like, yep, or let's hold off one more week. Let's try to hold off one more week. They're just trying to coordinate, make sure we're on the same page.
okay?
I think
maintenance
it's gotta be
activities.
there, but I think I don't think that's enough to include supervision and mileage and everything with the county
There was
vehicles.
something in the original permit where you wanted to be involved if we put a temporary approach in. Is that still the case? You want to know where those are gonna go?
I think so. I
Okay.
mean, as long as they're put in a gradual slope,
Okay,
you know, somebody goes in the ditch and hits the approach that, you know, we don't want you guys sued and we don't
Right
want
on.
to be sued, so.
good.
Who's gonna take the call? 'Cause I'm sure they're gonna come in of trucks going by, empty trucks, loader trucks, farmyards and dust. Everybody knows dust controls, you know, and I know you guys took care of it. We've seen it over there.
We've got it in the contract.
You do?
Yeah.
So then Wayne will take the
Dust
call.
Dust
Or-
control is in there and Wayne can take the call and relay it or call them or law enforcement, but we have dust control in the
Okay,
contract.
that's good.
And we have it in our contracts with the contractor too for twice a year. Once in the spring, once in the fall.
Okay,
To do what?
Dust control, chloride.
So it's under M. Garrison shall provide palliative material for the gravel portions of the haul roads. Shape, water and compact the haul roads prior to placing of dust material. Apply a 38% concentrate of calcium chloride treatment to control the dust and protect the road surface. We don't have how many times a year? Are you guys good if we put twice a year or as needed?
I would say as needed, yeah.
Okay.
Cause if it's gonna take 3, we're gonna do 3. So I don't want you to limit yourself. We haven't had that yet, but
If you have as needed, you should probably have a minimum though. So it's not, if zero is needed.
Okay,
so what, twice, if not as needed?
Do you want to go up on that supervision any from the $50?
Oh, you did.
that's up to you guys.
There was a daily rate for vehicle.
There's vehicle, that was the next line that I saw in here, was like the
Well, that's-
vehicle, so if,
That's law enforcement.
let's say, this is vehicles include county vehicles utilizing traffic control. So let's say, for instance, Wayne's drives out there because you guys called him out there. Would he charge $75 because he drove out there with the vehicle and he's doing something, or is it just Wayne's time? See, Mike's how my expenses go.
It's 75, whatever vehicle has to go out there, it's $75 for the vehicle and it's the hourly rate for the person.
Okay, so it's 75 plus the 50. So that answers your question.
$125 an hour.
So it's $125 an hour for every
Oh, it's
time.
$75 per day for the
Yeah.
vehicle and.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and an hourly
Okay,
rate for the
I see,
person.
I see.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep,
That's-
okay. And then Amberly, do you have a question on the law enforcement one?
I kind of missed what you read. Can you go over that again?
So law enforcement's $80 per hour per person and then $25 per hour per vehicle.
And I asked for scenarios as to when that would be a billable hours. And it was for traffic control or complaints where you have to be out there to kind of help the truck slow down or be present for that.
Okay,
Who do we bill it to?
you.
Huh? Me. I don't have much in
That'll
my
go-
piggy bank.
Or does it go to Carsonson,
it'd go to us,
Goes to who?
Garrison?
Garrison.
You are Garrison or you the contract or the
I'm-
engineers?
I work for Garrison Diversion, so the bills, all these bills that we're talking about will come to Garrison Diversion. We then apply them to our contractor, which is Karstensen Contracting. They'll pay them, but we're the pass-through.
I'm doing, just to get things straight.
So one of the rates that you guys need to look at, one of the ones that was changed is the blading rate. Our blading rate was $250 per hour and they are requesting $400 per mile.
How long does it take you to blade a mile? Hour?
Huh?
Does it take you an hour?
Well, of course, yeah, if you're going back and forth, you probably be more than once. Probably 4 miles an hour. Blading, regular blading.
Chloride will slow you down a little bit though.
Yeah, that'll slow you down. So you'll do.
Oh, we
And
just-
part of it too with
It's just-
Foster County was the cutting edges with the, I mean, we raised it for Foster County because they were replacing their cutting edge more often too, so that's why we went up and. Think you guys should also go up.
But the units were different. They just want to make
Right,
sure.
that's,
Yeah.
but. That's
Yeah,
he's
so
getting
that-
over,
that's
he's
up to
getting
you,
over a
Wayne.
mile an hour is what
Yeah.
he's saying, so.
I think you're gonna
I
do
think
really
we'll be
well.
okay, yeah.
But let us know if it's,
So I'd approve the $400 per mile. I recommend it, I guess.
and we'll listen if it's not, if you're not recouping your costs.
No, the signing, it says sign personnel, which I understand that either the contractor or someone's gonna put the signs up that have no haul road or haul road and stuff like that.
You wanna be a part of that too? You wanna be there when we do that?
I don't want to be everywhere.
No, but if you want.
I gotta live.
No, but yeah,
Oh,
sometime in the not
Yeah.
too far off future, the
Yeah.
contractor and you and myself get in the vehicle and we'll go look at things
Yep.
and, yeah. Okay,
So I guess I have a question that is not really related to this contract. We all of a sudden have some unseasonably warm weather. And there aren't, I know the plan was to start bringing stuff in this month when it was frozen. I've seen some roads that are often torn up for just from some green trucks hauling.
So I'll talk in general terms. In general terms, if they start getting soft and they're getting soupy, we either stop. Or we'll apply like 1.5 inches or 1 inch rock to it, and that kind of gets pushed in, and then you really stabilize the road surface.
So I was gonna ask about the rock because I've been down we've had some township roads in our township that have had rock put on them and they're awfully hard on tires and trucks and tractors.
If it doesn't get pushed in, yes,
So what?
been there, done that already.
what size rock, you know?
Fist size, fist size.
Yeah,
probably
we're
a little
doing
bit
like a
bigger.
1 inch,
Okay.
1 inch minus, it's small.
We did that too. The 1.5 inch with like railroad ballast, we put that on there and then we ate up some tires. So then we found out that that's not the way to go. But we have a hell of a road now.
You guys are not using crushed rock then? Are you, is it crushed, been through a crusher, broke down, or are you using just,
No,
1 inch
after the
minus.
roads, we don't use.
Okay.
much yet.
Just green rock,
1 inch.
streets, 1 inch stones or 1.5
Yeah.
inch stones.
cause I've been out in the western part of the state and they use crushed rock out there and it's
Sharp edges.
really sharp edges.
If you just screen it, there shouldn't be any sharp edges.
We'll probably see winter number 3 soon, I'm
I
sure,
know.
so
Well,
I'm sure it'll
I-
probably freeze again.
If you look at a lot of the roads, they're already starting to come through with frost changes, so we're not too far away from
Spring,
breakup. They're
Oh.
gonna put load limits on real quick.
Oh, they're on.
Here too.
Limits went on south, just south of here.
Well, they'll be coming here real quick because
Foster County did a week ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stutzman County put them on.
in Griggs County, I mean, this area will go, the way the weather is, it's
Yeah.
gonna change real quick, cause you drive down, I drove to Grand Devil's Lake and the roads are already starting to buckle.
Yeah, they've been like that for the last 2 weeks.
They got
If
a
the
lot
weather would have
worse.
stayed like it was this weekend, we'd have probably been putting load limits up
Yep,
by the end of the week. I
but
Rest of the, next 10 days is pretty cool, isn't it?
think so.
I was just
well,
looking at the weather for the next 10 days, but.
Could have a blizzard.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah, we-
Yourself.
I guess on County 3 through Sutton, when the load limits come on, they'd still be on that too, regardless of their
Yeah.
maintenance, right? Okay.
Any other questions or concerns?
I had one question. I thought I heard at one time where trying to get between Garrison Conservancy District was hard to communicate, you know, to get them people to repair the roads or whatever. I don't know if that's been solved or thought I heard from Foster County that there was a miscommunication between,
Well, Foster County, the only Foster County road we've ever used is the Kensal Highway. We've never used another Foster County road.
well, I
So
don't mean, I
communication
don't
has
mean,
always
I
been
don't
with-
mean,
the
I just
communication has
mean,
always been with townships in Foster County.
yeah, but we represent the townships too.
Well, and speaking of that, we did have a meeting with the townships. Kip and Lori and crew came, but I don't know if the townships have communicated with you guys or not, so I don't know. I don't know what we want to do as far as working with the townships. I mean, I actually think the township roads, I shouldn't say this since I'm the state's attorney, but the township roads are probably more important than the county roads. Because the townships don't have the cash to repair them. So I don't know what we want to do or what you guys want to do with that, but I think we need to make sure that we don't leave the townships out of it.
I was hoping to use the same agreement
Okay,
with the townships. And if they want to sign it, great. If they don't want to sign it, that's what we're gonna
okay,
use as our maintenance agreement,
okay,
even if they don't sign.
okay.
Because we have to go off something.
When is the big township meeting?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, it's tomorrow, so.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
1:30 tomorrow is the Green County Township Officers Association meeting.
That's the one we came to last year.
Yes.
Okay, well, then I guess we'll just meet with everybody and talk about it again then.
What time is it at tomorrow?
1:30.
1:30.
We can still add it as an agenda item. I can get hold of Kelsey
Okay,
and we'll do that.
One question I have is when we're talking haul roads and stuff and we can put all the rules we want for them coming in loaded with loader trucks, but is there anything on having them, stopping them or making empty trucks take the haul roads back and not taking alternate routes?
I thought
That's in our contract.
Yeah.
It's still considered pipeline traffic till they get back to a state highway.
Okay, okay.
No,
'Cause I know we talked about it. I was on the Zoom meeting on the one time we talked about it. I didn't know.
Where we've had our trouble, to be honest, is in Foster County. So when you put a piece of pipe in the ground, you have clay that's spoil, that's
Yep.
gotta be hauled off. And no offense to landowners or farmers, but they'll take it to their bin site or whatever, and it's off a haul road. So that would drive Nate, the superintendent, nuts because it wasn't on a haul road. He thought we were hauling it. It was like, and we had to tell him, no, that's a specific farmer taking it to a bin site, but we would get called out for and blamed for it every single time.
And then that was told to us when we were over there and he even told us, he said that he said those guys would come in and they'd load those trucks corner to corner and they were running off of every edge and.
So then we had to go to, okay, landowners, you need to follow the same rules.
Exactly.
Sometimes it didn't work out the greatest because they were probably, the wrong direction of our haul roads, but there's gonna be a little bit of that. I just wanna let you know. We'll have to work through that, if there's a scenario like that, we'll have to work with Wayne on that, but
We'll have to visit.
Well, I
that
think Wayne
township
and law
tomorrow.
enforcement,
Yeah.
just to watch it.
Yeah.
So is the trucking for that clay going out paid for by Carsonson or
it's gray.
is it the farmer?
So the Carsonson will have some money put in the bid to haul it away. They have to, right? Because you have to account for that.
Right.
So anything that's close, they're gonna try to do that because it's probably money in their pocket. If it's too far away, then for example, a landowner in Foster County, they went out to Beals and they hired Beals to haul it away. But there's a fine line in between where Carsonson will haul it for free and you have to come get it. And I can't tell you that magic line because that's built into their bid.
we've had a pretty good amount of townships wanting roads raised up, and I just met with one in Grape County this morning. They wanna.
Yeah.
About a 3/4 mile stretch raised up too, so. That's a good place to get rid of it if it's close.
Typically that'll be free because it's a short haul and it works.
Guys, I have one question for you. So what, if the landowner does not want the clay or the fill and you're supposed to haul it out, where does it go? And somebody asked me that. If the
Yeah,
landowner doesn't want it, where do they haul it? Where do the contractor haul it to? Where do they go with it?
In our contract documents, they have to just haul it away. It's up to them to do it legally.
We don't know where it goes though, right? That's what I understand.
I mean, we
don't
do.
know.
I can tell you most of it'll find its way to like a bin site, a town,
Okay.
building up a township road, widening out a shoulder of a road. Some even went back to an abandoned aggregate pit site.
Okay.
So all sorts
Oh.
of different avenues.
Oh, that's fine. somebody asked me that question, so.
Well, if that somebody's looking for some clay, give them my number.
I will.
Can send as much a half mile north of the Sutton corner.
Well, I have a list going, so if somebody close by wants some.
I'll talk to you after.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Anything else, you guys?
As long as between these guys, the road department and Jamie thinks everything is pretty squared away and pretty fair, I don't see why it'd be an issue.
Okay, so our next step is Jamie updates the contract and then we rerun it one more time, or?
I'll get it over to them and get it to you guys, and we might have to call a quick special meeting
Sure.
one day to get it done, because I'm sure you guys they want to get hauling, I'm sure, so we can get it done by the
Yeah.
end of this week.
I think after if we can get to the township meetings first before we set up it, and then we could set up another
I'll get
meeting
it done.
anytime
Sure.
after that.
I'll
far
get
as
it
I'm
done
concerned.
today.
Yeah.
And get it over to you guys, and we can get it to township guys and see.
Jamie, would you discuss that tomorrow at that Township Officers Association meeting then?
Yeah,
Will
I
you
can.
cover this haul road
Yeah,
agreement with
okay.
everyone?
Thank you, it's appreciated.
And the townships all received it already, when we had that meeting a couple weeks ago, so they should all know what we're talking about. I think there's someone here from every township when we're at that meeting, so.
Anything else, guys? Very productive.
Great.
Yes, thank
We're
you.
almost there.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, thank
Thank
you
you.
guys. Thank you, Lori.
Yep, thank you, Greg.
Updated ones, yes.
Yes, I appreciate all of that.
That's not what you're looking for.
Oh, that should be good.
Yep.
Okay, next on the agenda is future business. Anything?
So you guys you guys want to table the employee manual, so that will be on the next agenda. I will keep the Garrison Conservancy District Pipeline Project on the agenda. If it's okay, I was out at election training, and one of the things that some of the counties are doing is just putting a election update on the agenda, and just for me to kind of give everybody an update as to what's going on, and then any citizens that are watching, that will then, kind of give them some information as to what's going on too. If I don't have anything, I don't have anything, and we'll just kind of make an announcement and just be done. So if that's okay, if I can just have a election update on there until election is done.
Sounds good.
That should be all that I have. Anybody else have anything that they would like on?
I want to ask Jamie something, because I thought I heard earlier that there was having some trouble deciding who was this Garrison District Conservancy District, and trying to coordinate between who was going to repair roads and who wasn't.
Not that I know of.
Did you hear anything, Wayne, on that?
I think Foster County said something about they had a problem sometimes.
That's what I remember hearing. That, and I don't know.
What was
It might have been with the hauling the clay away and stuff.
Well, that's,
So I think that must be what, we've had conversations about it, and they said that they're not the ones that can control them, and I understand that.
Right.
Because it's private individuals that are. doing
Because
it.
it's just like what he had said is that when the farmer is hauling it themselves to a bin site, they don't have any control over the farmer because it's their land, their clay. And that was what was said over in
Well,
Foster.
they don't contract to them. I suppose in order to get the clay, they could say that they have to follow the haul road agreement, and maybe that's something that we need to I should discuss with them.
And I think that's a good idea because,
I think he was gonna bring that up tomorrow in the meeting they were
You know,
going to.
Yeah,
you know, whether it be a private contractor or a farmer that comes in and gets the clay, I think they should have to follow the haul road agreement.
Well, they wouldn't. If they hauled quite a bit of material and started over another township road or whatever, they would have, they're not gonna repair it though.
no, and the problem is that some of these places where this clay is going, or the extra aggregate's going, it's not gonna be on a haul road.
Right.
So,
But-
and I think that's, I mean, I think at some point it's gonna be an impossibility because if they're gonna take it to their farm and they're off the haul road, they're just off the haul road, they're just gonna get it.
That was what they had said up there, Wayne, when we were there, is that they were, the bin site or wherever they were building was in the opposite direction. So these guys weren't repairing any of that road.
Well, yeah, not even really in the opposite direction. If someone lives 4 miles off the haul road, they're gonna take it 4 miles off that haul road. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. They're either gonna get the material from there or they're gonna get the material someplace else and get it hauled in.
Yeah. No, that was,
Yeah, I
the-
think there was something about like a subcontractor too, that contracted for doing like the hauling and stuff.
is that something though that we could write into the blade agreement that we can blade that at that cost? To fix the road that was ruined by them hauling out?
I don't know if it's necessarily their responsibility at that point. I
Mhm.
mean, regardless, if someone's gonna be putting up a bin site or someone's gonna be hauling fill into the yard, they're gonna be
Somebody's-
hauling, they're gonna be hauling it in from somewhere, so they're likely gonna use those roads anyway. I guess I think that's, I don't necessarily,
What would you guys do? Let's just say in the county that somebody built a bin site and a bunch of road got tore up. Would the farmer themselves pay the bill to lay the road back?
I don't,
Or
if
would,
it's a township road, we don't have any say on that.
I mean, it's not really any different than someone hauling 100 loads of corn off of the section of the car.
Right.
Either.
yeah. Yeah,
Then, as far as the stuff that is hauled through the project, each township would sign a similar agreement to what this Green County one is, right? Is what they were kind of talking.
That's what they
about.
wanna do, yeah.
one of their biggest complaints back to that hauling no off, that they said was wasn't so much the weight or the damage it did to the road, is that they said the truck would be so overloaded and they dribbled clay all over it. And then they said you had all this clay mixed into your gravel to try and fix. And I think there again, that comes back down to if we can keep them not loading so heavy.
Yeah,
Well, and if the contractor's the one loading those piles out into the farmer's trucks or whoever the farmer hires, you'd think you'd be able to, that the contractor.
yeah, you should be able to just tell
responsibility
the
for that.
loader operator you can't fill them until they're running over all full corners.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I mean, that should be something that the contractor has control over.
Yeah,
And if they're doing that, they're probably overloading those trucks anyhow,
Right.
the off-roads.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
you know, and then we have send Amber out to check each one, right? Find them. Never.
Buy some scales.
All right, any other discussion?
Yeah. Thought I had something from.
The only other question I have is if, who is going to, attend the meeting tomorrow? If 3 or more of you are there, I will notice the meeting.
I will
What-
be there. So better notice it, I guess.
I
Well,
will
who
have-
else is?
You know what? I'll just notice it. If
Yeah.
3 or more show up, great. If not, it'll, then it's noticed.
Can we-
So,
perfect.
Do it on Zoom by any chance? I suppose not.
not that one. I don't.
you can hop on Zoom and the courtroom can be connected to Zoom, but I don't know.
If the township will do that. It's not my meeting.
What time?
No, but
1:30.
But if you're
I
not,
mean,
it as a county meeting.
if you're noticing as a county meeting, you can just well do
Put
it.
it on
Oh, I know what I
In the
had
courtroom
for-
at
I would definitely attend by Zoom.
by Zoom. Okay.
before.
Same.
See what I can,
I'll
I'll see what
try
I
to
can do to
get
make
the Zoom
Uh,
done.
We talked about having, or they talked about having them under contract to do some of the road inspection. We still gonna have KLJ to oversee.
It's up to you guys.
Well, I would like that, whether you did the surveying or not,
Mhm.
that you have somebody there to go through, check it, or, I mean, just to make sure that, and so we can document it. That's my concern.
I think they're gonna have the documentation of the pre and post haul inspections that we would have done.
Mhm.
They are, but I would still, to me, I would still like to have you involved.
I would hope they would be fraudulent on the pre and post inspection.
Well, and then
Well, I mean,
Wayne's
'cause
gonna
they-
be there
I'm gonna
too.
be
You
there.
could add that they'll give you copies of the pre-haul
Yeah.
measurements right after the,
But
or within
then-
a certain time after the pre-haul inspection. That way they can't go back and say that, or they can't change numbers to match the post or something like that.
Right,
Well,
so we can ask for all
That-
copies.
Yeah, that might be worth doing.
but we still,
That would get
don't we
into that.
still have to have, don't we still have to have you come and inspect it when they're done? For the county's sake, it's my concern.
That's what your fault, right?
That's what Wayne can do that,
We've
yeah.
done it before. We've done it before on all roads. We have a haul road inspection. We have measurements. The state did the measurements. I was there to verify it. Then we went back after the project was done and they did the same thing, measurements.
Who's gonna enforce it?
Yeah, that's Wayne's.
Me, through you guys.
And
Yep.
if there's any wrong or something right, you, or not right, I know you'll
You
bring it up.
guys
to
are the
us.
bosses and I'm working for you, so.
You remember
Yeah, I
that.
mean, I trust Wayne to read tape measure.
Well, I didn't mean that at all. I still,
Just.
Yeah.
just my
I'm
opinion
sorry.
is I still would like to see KLJ involved, but that's if
Yeah, no,
nobody
I
else
appreciate,
can,
I appreciate.
no,
your-
if nobody else is concerned about that, I'll leave that to the other 4 people, but
You know, I appreciate your trust in us, but I think they, with that written into the agreement, I think you're gonna be in pretty good shape.
All right, anything else? Okay. Looking for
Motion adjourned, that would be me.
there you go. Motion to adjourn by Scott, second by
Second that.
Zorn. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion, Barn? None. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Aye.
say sign. Motion carried. All right,
it wouldn't help to say no.
end of the meeting at 10:33 a.m. Next meeting is March 23rd at 9:30 a.m.